Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and you probably know that I'm Boeing 737 pilot, and sometimes it's very interesting for me to find some kind of relative information to the aircraft type that I fly, but sometimes this information is not very good. For example, last year it was better information about Boeing 737 MAX, and just recently I was looking for the accident with Pegasus Boeing 737 NG in Istanbul Sabiha Airport with flight PC-2193. So I was searching for information that I could possibly get from internet, and there's a lot of information actually, guys. The ATC communication is available, the weather data is available, and even flight radar data is also available. And I wanted just to make my own review, my own, let's say, investigation. So I think I know the causes that contributed to this crash, but now I will not do it. You know, I'm Boeing pilot and my airline has many of Boeing 737s in its fleet, and sometimes it's disgusting for me to see the mean comments, especially under this case, the people just writing, luckily it's not Airbus, it's Boeing again, we will not fly Boeing. It really has nothing to do with aircraft type, believe me guys. Why I will not tell you my own opinion about that crash? Firstly, I wanted to do it, then there were no any casualties. And just yesterday I discovered that 3 people had lost their lives in those crash. So from my side, it will be immoral and not ethical to telling you some kind of my own opinion and my own stories about this. We need to wait for official investigation results. I just don't want to be one more blogger or one more journalist who got some hype on people who lost their lives. And we need to respect those people, and we need to respect their friends and relatives who lost their loved ones. By respect, I mean you need to wait for official results. The investigation team will do their best to investigate this crash. Of course, on the internet we can find a lot of information about it. For example, weather, you can just check the meter, but the investigation team will go to airport itself, to Sabiha Airport. They will go to meteo station, they will check all the information, they will see how the weather situation evaluated before the crash and after the crash, so they will have particular information about it. Yes, we have ATC communication, but we don't know what was actually happening on the tower, so investigation team will go to the tower, they will ask the ATC, the person itself who was on duty or persons who were on duty at that time, they will speak with the managers, etc., so they will understand everything. Speaking about the flight data, well, in internet I could find that airplane overflown most of the runway, but we are not sure, we don't have access to flight data recorder, but investigation team they will have access to flight data recorder, to cockpit voice recorder, so they will understand where was the exact position of the aircraft when it touched down the runway, what was happening inside the cockpit, were the pilots confident at that moment, were they in rush, or what was actually happening. So we're in lack of puzzles, we don't have a lot of information to discuss with you what was really happening. If there were no casualties, okay, I would tell you my own opinion, but now wait for official results, guys, because they have a nice investigation team in Turkey, so they will investigate everything. But I can tell you guys where you can get the updated information for this particular crash and for other cases. You can visit offherald.com. It's offherald.com. It's not the advertisement, guys. They didn't pay me. I just looking through the site as usual to find what mistakes were done by other people. So I'm studying it and I'm studying other people's mistakes, not to doing it myself in the future. So it's a good website, I suggest you to visit it. So you can check the link for Off Herald website and it will send you direct to this case. And also I'll put in the link the YouTube video with ATC communication between pilot and ATC for this particular case. So yes guys, it is still safe to fly Boeing 737. It is still one of the safest airplanes ever produced. And please respect other people. Don't write in the comments about bad pilots, bad ATC, bad Boeing. wait for official result. It will show the cause of that crash. Okay, for this accident, my friends, I just want to say that of course it's bad things happening, then someone lose their lives, but it could be much worse if the aircraft would burst into flames. The airplane was full of passengers, and they were very lucky that most of the passengers did make it and survived.